UFC Vegas 94 is this weekend, and I have what hopefully is a winning underdog lineup for you. My name is Angelo. This is We Want Picks, and I'm going to give you my favorite Underdog Fantasy lineup for UFC Vegas 94. If you don't know what Underdog Fantasy is, it's daily fantasy. You come in here, you say higher or lower than the numbers you see on the screen, and you can make some very real money. You can 20 times your money just by saying higher or lower on a few of these fighters' lines. If you've never played Underdog Fantasy, they will give you free money to play. The only thing you need to do is go to wewantpicks.com/underdog, use promo code WWP, and they will instantly match your deposit. If you give them $10, they'll give you $10. If you give them $100, they will give you $100 instantly with no restrictions that you can use to build an entry, win that entry, withdraw the money, and ride off into the sunset with all that very free money. You can only play the free money if you wanted to. This way, if you lose, that's all you lost. Most important thing here, though, is wewantpicks.com/underdog, promo code WWP, and get that free money. Before I jump in and build my UFC Vegas 94 entry, what I will say is I truly think that Underdog Fantasy is the best daily fantasy prop game out there. We have the same affiliate deal with them that we have with Prize Picks, so there's nothing special on my end to push one instead of the other, meaning this is an unbiased take. I think Underdog Fantasy is better for a couple of reasons. One, it's a higher payout. You just have much higher payout at 20x. Two, that was one. This is two. The insurance is a little more flexible. The flex pay is more flexible than Prize Picks. And three, you get way more lines and options. You basically have every fighter on the card, and for every fighter, you get 7, 8, 9 different options depending on the week and depending on what's going on. They will even juice certain lines. So I love Underdog Fantasy, and let's go ahead and jump into my first entry. Right off the rip, we got Jandiroba. 2.5 takedowns. We're going the higher. I've broken this down a few times already, but frankly, she's a come-forward, nonstop wrestler. In her last fight, which was 3 rounds, blew past this number. In the fight before that, which was 3 rounds, blew past this number. This is a 5-round fight. I get Amanda Lemos is very good. But we've also seen Amanda Lemos get taken down many times. Even Mackenzie Dern, who sucks, almost got her down. Jandiroba is a nasty wrestler. I think we get 3 takedowns out of her. That's all we need. 5 rounds, 25 minutes to get 3 takedowns. I think we'll get there. Verna is just non-stop and very strong with those takedown attempts. If we work our way down, Jun Young Park, the least dangerous guy on this entire fight card. Jun Young Park's not finishing people. He has a couple of submission wins, but he's not going to finish Brad Tavares. Yes, Brad Tavares is older, a little bit chinny at this point in his career, but Jun Young Park doesn't have the one-punch knockout power, so the chin is a non-factor. I don't think Jun Young Park has good enough takedowns to take down Brad Tavares, and if he does take him down, he's certainly not going to submit him. So I like Jun Young Park. Win or lose, he's not going to finish Brad Tavares, so we have lower than a half a finish. And this is the exact type of line that make Underdog Fantasy, in my opinion, the best daily fantasy product out there right now. Sang-Woo Choi, that's really tricky. He is fighting Steve Garcia. I think Steve Garcia beats him. Steve Garcia is finishing everybody. Every single win in the UFC has been a finish. So if you want to add him here and do higher than half a finish, great. Because if history tells us anything, he'll win this fight. He'll win by finish. But I am going to leave that out of here. I'm going to stick with the 3 entry and just play it safe. That's what Daddy likes to do. Work our way down. Bruno Silva's tricky, but he is fighting Cody Durden. And I do think Cody Durden can get a few solid strikes in this fight. But if we look here, his strike line is 47.5 significant strikes. I don't know if he'll get to that number. He might just wrestle nonstop. So now what we're going to do, if you look under MMA, right? We're on our sport, which is MMA. And then you see this bubble here. It says higher or lower. This is where we're saying higher or lower than all the lines you see on the screen. Takedowns, submissions, fight minutes, all of that. If I come down and I click on rivals, what this has done is we have a few different matchups here. So, for example, we have Jandiroba versus Amanda Lemos. And all I need to do, so this is significant strikes, all I need to do is say, who do I think lands more significant strikes in this fight? And it's pretty obvious Amanda Lemos should, so they're just giving Verna 4.5 to start. And so if we go down to Cody Durden and Bruno Silva, All we need is Cody Durden to land 2 more significant strikes than Bruno Silva. We don't need him to win. This could be a 30-second fight where Cody Durden lands 3 significant strikes. Each one is knocked unconscious, and this line still hits. And I do think Cody Durden will push the wrestling game plan, will stay heavy, stay in his face, throw busy to get the takedowns, and I think he will land 2 more significant strikes than Bruno Silva does. So this is my entry. We have Verna Jandiroba higher than 2.5 takedowns. Jun Park lower than a finish. He's not going to finish this fight. And then Cody Durden in Rivals to land 2 more significant strikes. Guys, that's my entry. Build your own. If you hate this one, build a different one. If you love this one, then go for it. Either way, get your free money. WeWantPicks.com/underdog, promo code WWP.